All right. This is the second game of the finals here. We still have Karl Florian on the left with Reanimator against Hendrik on the right with mono green ramp. And we saw Florian winning a very unusual first game while both players mulligan to 5, but
his gameplay was pretty usual, and the game went pretty usual for it.
You just have to hope your opponents don't do more dangerous stuff than you. It doesn't matter how fast you are. And we see here, Karl Florian with a very interesting hand, Ponder, Oath, and Jace, and basically everything.
Obviously he only has one land, but he has like the Buried Alive and the Stitch together. If the Oath plan doesn't go well.
Also, Oath puts lands in your graveyard, like cards in your graveyard.
Yeah, for Stitch together, for sure.
Oh, good.
And I mean, even if he drops, even if he misses one land drop or something and gets it only turn 3 or 4, I still really like this hand. He can then cast Thoughtseize, of course, if he misses a land drop. So, I say that, but that's actually not true, because he has to decide what land to get, because he wants to cast the Ponder as well to casting the Oath, and that doesn't go well with the black spell. So,
I guess you're very likely to find either black or green.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, what can you get actually with this Arid Mirror? Because you can get Tropical Island. So, what would you get?
You probably get a Volcanic.
Oh, that's not great, but yeah, he has to do that.
Well, he only has Aris Mesa, so there's not much to get.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't catch Hendrik's hand, but that good, but apparently it wasn't good enough, so we see mulligan. Yeah, what are you looking for even as a mono green ramp deck? Are you trying to find the hate or just want to be faster?
Well, yeah, probably. You cannot find the hate. I guess that's too narrow.
Yeah, I guess. And you don't have that many tutor spells. You have Worldly Tutor and Beansons in it, but even if you have them,
you have Scavenging Grounds, a land.
Yeah, that's true.
So you have some tutors for lands, as we know.
But it's a one-shot effect, so
this might be the main hate plan in general. But I think you're just looking for 1 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana ramp, everything that.
Yeah, probably. Well, I have birds with not with the third land, right? Right, second land. Oh, we have the second land, so.
Yeah. There's a second land missing, and otherwise his hand would be perfect.
Yeah, even the Beast Within is really relevant. Either it gets a big creature or it gets the animated, the enchantment reanimated. So yeah, that's a risky keep if you keep that. You can't keep it on the play.
I don't think you can do that. No, this is the classic one land. If I just draw one land,
it's such a bait with only 3 drops out in the hand, and one of them could almost reach.
This is unfortunately there's just no way, and you have to figure out that this is nothing you can do. And
the right decision.
Just move on.
Yeah. Imagine there was a Wasteland instead of Beast Within.
Yes. Like Wasteland Excavator should be just game. Yeah. Except Karl Florian can still use the Oath. Like, I'd imagine Oath is a very potent card. Because
I mean, he got already the Jason hand, so you can. The only bad target would be Tarsigur. I mean bad in the sense like usually you're doing something more impressive than Tarsigur, so that's why.
Yeah, but still, then you get Tarsigur. You probably can kill it yourself. And
How do you kill the Tarsigur?
I don't know. Do you have like Murderous Cut or other? Like you will have removal spells in your deck.
Actually, no. He plays a Sultai Charm, and that's pretty much it. He can play a Liliana and sacrifice itself, but that's it. He has a Toxic Deluge, but yeah, that's it. Those are the only 2 cards. Yeah, I played a Humility against him, and he didn't have any. I think No, yeah, it's a Sultan Charm. It's the only thing he can play against it. So he's pretty light on answers.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So now we see the second mulliganing being resolved.
Yeah, to 6 now.
Resolving, yeah. Woo.
That.
Some lightnings because it's so thrilling.
Even
We
the camera
see.
is excited.
Ah,
Wow. I
here we
mean,
go.
at least it has the land, but it only has land. Like,
Well, it has the scavenging grounds, which is the desert
yeah,
domain.
yeah.
It also has the thespian stage, which can become another scavenging grounds.
Oh, that's actually, yeah, that's actually true. Because I was going to say it's a one-shot effect, which is usually not good enough. But yeah, if he gets the time, he can copy it. But is that what you want to do? Just playing lands, 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 and copy your land?
You cannot throw this away. This
You
is
cannot go to 6. Yeah, 5. Yeah, you're right. I guess. Okay, so you start with the Dwight Arbor? No.
No, you
don't.
start with the hierarch.
Right.
And that means there's a creature in play. Yeah. What's this hierarch? Yeah.
I was wondering, what is he looking at this hierarch?
Yeah.
He knows what hierarch does. What?
So now we spin the wheel again.
Yeah,
Will the
spin
ponder
wheel.
see a land?
Well,
If not, this is going to be very close because then
he's able to see 5 cards. So in the worst case,
well,
so
there have been unluckiest.
yeah, that's yeah. I'm a receiver of bad luck for sure. But I'm saying like the second land. No, it has to be a green source. So there's that. But he also can play Jace
But
if
at
he
least
finds
any second land
Yeah,
leads
exactly.
to Jace. So
Yeah, in before
Jace
test
leads to another ponder and
yeah, in before Dark Depths. He doesn't play it. Never mind. Can you imagine, like for instance, if it would be Dalibor's list and he finds Dark Depths? I guess he wouldn't play it.
oh, and you can copy it.
Oh no, wait! It doesn't get sacrificed because you don't have 2 copies. No, never mind.
Oh.
It doesn't make sense. Okay. And you wouldn't play it anyway because why would you? So.
I mean, if you don't have a land drop.
Yeah, but why would you play it? I mean, maybe if you have Oborg in your deck, I guess. Yeah, he plays Oborg, so. But you want to discard it maybe to Jace anyway, so yeah, I don't know.
So,
Okay.
ponder. There we go.
There's
1,
oh, wow.
2, 3.
Speaking
Wow.
of mana, right? So we have the land, which can get a green source. We have a Dark Ritual and a Chromos. So
this is basically the best setup.
Can you just play Gravity Life and Stitch together next turn?
Let's see.
You can.
You draw a land, then you draw the ritual, which means you have 5 mana, which means you can bury it alive and stitch together, since you also get 3 black, leaving you with 7 cards in your graveyard. That works. Right
No,
there.
wait. He doesn't get the. No, wait. He doesn't get the third card, right?
No. But you play a land.
Yeah.
And then you have only 4 mana.
Let's have only 4 mana.
Yeah, you're right. That's.
But I mean, he doesn't need to do it. He can wait a turn, I guess.
So very smartly, he chooses to keep Chromebox, which lets him cast Thoughtseize this turn. Unfortunately.
But what to do? Okay, never mind.
So he says maybe we just have Jace and Oath that will be good enough, and also Intuition, of course.
It's kind of it's like I'm not sure if that term is correct and even exists, but it's kind of a half all in, right? Because if the Oath gets, I mean, they're stitched together still. So
well, you have Oath, you have Intuition for the creatures, and you have Stitch together.
Actually it's pretty disgusting how resilient that hand is.
Yeah.
Like he has a plan B and a plan C. If the Oath gets handled, he has the Intuition. If the Intuition somehow gets handled, he still have Jace. So yeah.
So the question is now, what is Hendrik going to do about the Oath? Because he's still up a creature.
Yeah.
There's still another creature in his hand which he doesn't want to play really, but maybe needs for the mana. Besides, for the reanimation plan is good. Like this is nothing to worry about for now. Hendrik draws, and it's the Azor's Gateway, which we already saw before.
I like this one.
Is this? Yeah, you can just cast it because you don't have to be afraid that your opponent reanimates something right now.
Well, there's always careful study. So
Yeah, but you cannot. You probably cannot do anything about it.
no, he should play the gateway for sure.
You want to get around. You want to get rid of the Dried Arbor, and this is the only way you can really do that, even gain your card in the process.
You want to get rid of it because of the oath?
Yes, of course. You never want to play it.
Yeah, you don't. He doesn't know that though.
No, but you. No, but if you play it, you don't loot right away. You loot in end of turn.
Oh, that's what I mean.
So I say we know that he wants to do it.
But he doesn't do that, which is weird.
So yeah, he says
he's afraid of the.
Yeah, as you said.
He can't. That's exactly what we talked in game one. Like after going to 6 and not having any business, you can't. Don't have the luxury to just play this waiting game. You have to play the gateway and hope to find something on your own.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, your opponent doesn't have a creature in the graveyard, so yeah, I don't. He's too afraid of the worst case at this point, because he can't play the gateway next turn either if he sticks to that plan, right? Because he needs 2 mana for the land, so that's a really bad line of play. I mean, bad is the wrong word, but a really inefficient one.
It's maybe not preventing what you're afraid of, so you might not lose now, but this is not win oriented.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're trying not to lose, but it's most often not the right way to win.
Since you're not winning, like if he would be winning, that would be a fine thing, but he doesn't even assemble something. So rightfully so, Florian says the river is an oath.
Is that a song?
No, because he just slided the card over the board. It's like
what is the river to do with that?
It's like
like the poker.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, deep. Okay, so we see
the river is also very deep. Yes.
Yeah, it's a very, very deep river. Well, so there's another land. A kingdom for something to loot. So now he goes for the gateway. Okay.
Well, now the time is dire. Like now he realizes that that preventing your opponent from reanimating is not going to be enough. That's not the issue right now.
So you remove the Dried Arbor here, right?
Yeah, that has to go.
And attack for 1 and
maybe your goal right now is to assemble a situation where you have to.
Yeah. And I mean, there's always the possibility that you just oath into Resolute Archangel or like in, I don't know, what else? I guess an Elishnorn, which is not a huge clock. So
let's see. Oathing.
Okay, there goes that plan.
After a very long straight of oathing, we found the Woodfall Primus.
Oh, that's an interesting choice he has to make. He can either choose the gateway or I would say the other land, but yeah, he goes for the test pit. Oh yeah, actually, no, that's actually important.
He probably figures, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way he can lose now because of the Despin stage combo. Yeah, I like that. I was going to say, the gateway is probably like you don't see it anywhere, right? But now it got nearly twice destroyed by the Woodfall Primes, which you also never see anywhere. So, interesting. Okay, so still, what are you trying to find here?
Something that kills your creature.
I guess something which kills an oath and then come back somehow after you oath on your own, maybe.
No, I think you have to just try to oath on your own.
Yeah. But you shouldn't use the Noble Hierarch for that, because you want to block with the Noble Hierarch. That's weird.
Yeah, that's true. Like, your opponent can't really attack when you're losing your creature.
Yeah, I mean, he can. I would.
There are some creatures in your deck that are dangerous.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess something like Ulamog or Emrakul.
Yeah, exactly. So there at least has to be a concern that oathing makes everything worse,
Yeah. Okay, now I see an intuition.
but not like this.
So he
So,
can't go for something value based on the graveyard because there's a land, right? I mean, he could force the activation, so Hendrik loses the land and the ability to do something about the graveyard.
so what are the options in form of disruption? Is there like a counter spell setup you can get?
He has a Force of Will, a Izzet Charm, a Mana Drain, Spell Pierce, Swan Song. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think those because they are conditional ones, conditional counter spells. I don't like that. Does he still? Okay.
He's going for 3 creatures. Okay, he says, "You're giving me the opportunity now to reanimate something, so I'm going to use that." And
So he
then,
just wants the land to be gone, right?
yeah, the creatures of like the land
I,
cannot be activated. They can be activated right now. So he says he's baiting. Interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't hate it because he cuts the mana from Henrik,
Yes.
and he'll still have a creature left in his hand after that, and he'd still have the J, so he can loot it back, can loot it later. Yeah, it's really awkward that Henrik tapped the Noble Heart, like because other than the line of play Karl is choosing right now wouldn't be that rewarding, I would say. So, is that an anger?
The third red card is in anger. Yes.
Yeah.
It's some weird promo version.
Yeah.
It could be an Inferno type, but this is clearly an anger. Like the way the cards are. Yeah, that's definitely an anger. And that also means if he wants to pop the scavenging grounds, he needs to fire up the reanimation spell, which you most likely don't want to do, but there's nothing around it really.
Yeah.
So, drawing a card, it's a tropical island that does not change anything.
No. I mean, you attack here and then play a Stitch Together, I guess.
If that's your goal, yes. If
Wait, what does Stitch Together do if you don't have 7? It just
it
brings
just
the
returns it
card.
to your hand.
Yeah, okay.
So there are 7 cards, right? Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
It looks a bit cut off, but there's 3 cards, then there's another 3 cards and the intuition.
Mm-hmm.
So this is stitched together, targeting the Pterastodon.
Interesting.
And well, he knows this is not happening. So
Yeah. I mean, I guess that he would choose 2 lands in the oath. I mean, 2 lands of Hendrik and his own oath.
yeah,
I guess.
I wonder if this is like the thing you want to do with your intuition, because you just use 2 spells. If your game plan is majorly just reanimating and you say you have to get rid of the first one by being able to use a second, that's fine. But I wonder if you just maybe get some you can just play right away and draw some cards maybe.
Yeah, for instance, he could go for Treasure Cruise, Faceless Looting maybe, and Demonic Tutor or something. Like that would force Hendrik as well, but he still has value to get afterwards.
The question is if that only leads you to reanimating still. Like if your end scenario is to use a reanimation spell, you can just use it right now.
Yeah. Okay, this time he uses his mana. And yeah.
So he finds a Curse of Krufix, which, well, still doesn't do anything. But
yeah, you don't want to play more creatures for sure.
There are so many creatures, yes. There still has to be something exiled.
Oh wait, couldn't Kai go for Forbidden Orchard? No.
Is that in the list?
Yeah, but then it goes to the graveyard, I guess.
Can you assemble something that gets it back? Like a regrow?
No, he doesn't play.
Do you have 3 tutor effects?
He does have Demonic Tutor, a Personal Tutor. No, it doesn't help you. No, that's actually the only thing. I mean, he could play. Yeah, he could play Demonic Tutor, Imperial Seal, and that's it.
Isn't that your own, like, you cannot get the third card?
Yeah.
Because if you can get the Orchard, that's basically one, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
So there's a thing being handled here right now because there was no card exiled, but this will just happen. It's very easy because there's still every card accessible.
So this card is never going to flip in this game with that many mana elves.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate for him that he doesn't draw the Wham spells but the mana elves instead.
But now there's still the option of blocking.
Now we can finally block, yeah. And it can get exciting if Hendrik hits something spicy.
Yeah, and Karlflorian realizes he doesn't really want to attack.
Yeah,
like
that's awkward. You can't play the anger, you can't play the Jace. And what are you doing? Like, you're waiting for your opponent to find something against your Ultra Primus? Or like the Oath?
Yeah, the problem is also that Hendrik doesn't die to one attack. It's not like you attack and say, like, oh, okay, fading once. No, you have to attack 3 times.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, now the choice to take the Thespian stage out can backfire because of the gateway.
And Hendrik is, I mean, it's not a great situation, but there's still some decisions. You can see, like, he's developing the board because that's what he's going to do.
What?
Florian decides, okay, well, he says, if my opponent will oath, then we'll let him oath. And
yeah, but why does he play the Dark Witcher? What I'm not seeing here?
To also play Jace.
I see. Yeah, once you decided to go for the... Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this is the point where you say, okay, my opponent will be oathing, that's fine. We'll still...
Oh, you have to remind your opponent of the oath trigger now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it was always this way.
Are you sure?
Yeah. This is your trigger.
Oh no, that's unfortunate. That's a Walking Ballista. It's the only blank, I think, in this deck. Oh, that's really unfortunate. And by the way, you don't block with a Noble Hierarch here, right?
Well, at the point where the anger is in the board, probably not.
No, you want a 4th mana for your Wham spell you have.
Yes.
That's
I guess there was like this mindset going on. Okay, I have to block 2 oath, and then your opponent plays a creature which you didn't expect.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's the only blank I think he could hit at this spot. I guess the Dwight Augur. Oh no, the Dwight Augur was already in the thing. And
the elves are gone.
Yeah.
So it's hard to find something that is as bad.
I mean, there's nothing as bad as just going straight to the grave. I mean, imagine, for instance, Acidic Slime, which can destroy the Oath and then Death Touch the Woodfall Primus. I'm not sure if you want to do that, but...
I'm pretty sure you don't want to destroy the Oath at this point.
Probably not, yeah, you're right. So, just something which can block and get you some... Yeah, Emrakul maybe. Yeah.
So, you're at 8.
8, yeah.
So
you need to do something.
Yeah, and we know that there's at least 8 damage on the board. Also, there might be some Jace things happen, so it's not that you can stall it out. You will have to find something that can block indefinitely.
Yeah. Is a Smuggler's Copter a creature when the oath happens? No, right? It's
no.
Yeah, okay.
So he goes for fetching, going down to 7, and probably playing the Cursor.
Yeah, which then has to block the anger.
And that works fine.
That's fine. Then you get another oath trigger. Because
you would still hit 1, and you have to hit exactly something that can block the Woodfall Primus, and there's plenty of targets in the deck that do this. It's not that you're shy on big creatures.
For sure. I mean, the best case scenario would be hitting a land now with the cursor, so you can activate the gateway even.
Did he already play a land?
I don't think so. I think he had 3 mana and the Noble Hierarch last time.
So there could have been the option of not fetching before, because it always against the life back.
Yeah, right.
So,
but he's a greedy player and wants to play the land. Okay, now why would you do that now though? You played your land. You see the top card because you draw a card. Ooh, that's an interesting oath target.
Yeah.
No, it's not that.
It doesn't help you really, because you have to.
It's big though. It can block 1 turn more.
Since you're on 7, you will go down to 1.
So that
means you have to put the 5/5 in front of the 6/6, dying. So this, I'm pretty sure this is just the end. Besides the draw step, of course. Well, you can still play the Tireless Tracker. Okay, so this still goes on.
Yeah, true. And you get life, like if you hit a land, you get another life. Oh no, he has to jump. No, he doesn't have to jump. So. At some point, Kaflora can just hardcast the Gorger.
What does it cost? 8?
8, but he has to discard the land, so...
Yeah, no, I think you just get rid of the creature and then...
Okay, so now you attack with the Anger and the Woodfall Primus.
Yeah, Henry goes down to 1. Then he at least can assemble a lot of creatures to block. There's also the problem that Jace, once flipping, will lead to the point where there's a creature missing and being able to oath again.
Yeah, and now every creature from Kaflorian has haste.
So... Ooh, now you can't even play the second creature, like the third creature, because that leads to oathing. So you can only oath the Crater of Behemoth into play.
Can you respond with the Jace to the oath trigger? So let's say your opponent has 2 creatures, you have 2 creatures. In the upkeep, the oath trigger always goes in the stack, right?
Yes.
Can you then
No, it doesn't go on the stack.
Only if you have fewer creatures.
Exactly.
Okay. But it checks twice still.
If it goes to the stack.
Yeah, exactly. If it goes in the stack, then you can... Wait, didn't he oath? Oh. No, he didn't oath.
Well, that's something that has to happen.
But I was going to say, didn't you say you have to remind your opponent that there's an oath trigger?
Yeah, that is correct. That is correct. I think this will be realized soon, and then it will be fixed.
Okay, so that has to happen. Yeah.
Right now, you see them saying, okay, we need to oath, and since this is a trigger from Karl Florian, so he needs to remind everybody that this is happening. This is not a trigger you can or should miss.
Yeah, it's not a may thing. Like many people can use the word may for things you can forget, but it's clearly something which says at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player chooses target player. So you have to do this part. And yeah, since you control that permanent, you have to remind your opponent of that trigger.
Yes, luckily we know everything.
True, yeah.
Because of the coursers. So this goes into the battlefield, yes, and then...
Okay. So now the top card is revealed.
Yeah, the judges are dealing with it. And then you draw this, which ends up being in the same scenario, only the Crater of ends up in the middle.
That's a huge thing.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now we draw the land. No, not right into the... Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So, okay. So what else do we have now? We have the tracker and the mouse, so we can play the...
But we cannot play
we can play the
because that leads to oathing, yeah. True. We could destroy
the volcanic, yeah.
The land. That means that Jace is going to flip, but it does anyway, so that's not very...
Is it?
Funny, this is almost enough damage, right? Like this is 11 damage.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, but unfortunately, if there would be one more creature, this would have been enough.
Yeah, that's wow. That would be awkward.
Yeah, it's like, how am I not losing?
Wait a second. If he didn't have the ballista, right? Like this Nombo thing, maybe
Yes.
that would be way more closer. I
Yes.
mean, I guess then you didn't get the second oath trigger. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so what are we going to do? He's playing the tracker? No, he's destroying the volcanic, I guess.
You cannot play the tracker. This is just
Yeah. I mean, misplays can happen. That's why I'm asking. But okay, but he plays.
Hendrik did see that this is going to happen and destroys
Destroy the
probably
volcanic.
the black soul.
So, yeah, he has to destroy the volcanic because of the haste.
Oh yeah, that's very, very true.
Yeah. Okay, so he gets 2 life this round because he has a hand still, and it's even a fetch land, so you can fix this draw with the fetch land, and he has still then the gateway.
So this is starting to look pretty good.
Well, pretty good is pretty strong.
Like pretty good compared to what it was before.
For sure, yeah.
And
it's interesting that it's playing like a control deck right now, right? Being at 1 life and getting to filter and see if you hit something. Okay, so that's a wasteland. Did he play a land for this turn? No, he didn't, right?
The only land he could have played is the Catacombs, and that's still in the hand.
So you play the wasteland for sure, and don't use the gateway? Wait, I'm not sure if that is true, actually.
You have to figure out what is more... What is better for you, using the gateway or destroying the red souls?
No, you have to get the fetch land, I think, to get a better draw. And you still get, well, you get still an oath trigger, so you can do that. Well, I don't know. I don't think the wasteland is getting you anywhere.
Using the wasteland. No, you want to find something for the oath, or at least find something that makes the big creatures irrelevant, which will be hard. Luckily for you, like Iona is already gone, so that's something that would have locked you out right away.
But there's something like Inferno Titan, for instance.
True.
Can entertain. By the way, that's interesting. We saw a Reality Smasher in the last game, or like in the semifinals, and here we see a Thought-Knot Seer, which are really interesting cards to see in a mono green deck. He even plays a basic with wastes to cast them, more easily cast them. I really like this niche application for them. Like you never see them in Highland, or really like a displacer maybe. I really like it. I don't know why he's looting right now. Why would you show your opponent what you're drawing next turn?
F6 value.
I guess there's something like that. The Titania is really interesting with the wasteland and stuff, but then the oath gets to be a problem again.
I mean, there's also the point where it just says, "Oh, come on, I put like 4 creatures on the board. You can oath."
Yeah, and maybe then just 1 lethal attack with the wasteland activation.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that can happen. So what's happening?
Yeah, they're figuring out how oath works. The same question you had before, saying, okay, does this trigger when we have even creatures? And the answer is, of course, not. Which was handled perfectly. And Kyle Florian draws a Scrubland.
Okay, so we use Jace here for sure. Right?
Yes. There's no reason to wait for...
Well, maybe he wants to... Maybe he's afraid of something hitting him and he wants to block.
Nah,
the question is, what are you going to do? You attack now, right?
Yeah, but you might play something in your turn.
You might, yeah. But
and you can also use Jace.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he has a Trench Gorger in the graveyard, yeah, that's true. So what can he do with Jace? There's nothing he can stitch together. He can play...
Yeah, if you find a reanimation spell, the game is just over.
No, he already has a reanimation spell in the graveyard.
Yeah, but you need the 7 card.
Oh, it's... Yeah, right. You take it out, then it's only...
No, the stitch together... Yeah.
No,
actually, you have to have 8 cards for this to work.
Yeah, right. Oh, and the Gorger still even would have haste, so...
Yeah, exactly.
So actually, having the Bayou killed, well, no, then it doesn't make any difference because it doesn't have haste. But going for the Bayou here was kind of better because of the Jace, I guess. Because Henry could see that the Stitch together maybe gets flashbacked. So that's why going for the Bayou wasn't the bad plan.
Also, Carl doesn't want to play lands. Is that the case?
Well, yeah, why though? Now
I'm
he
not
can't.
sure.
Now he doesn't loot anymore. So, and he has some creatures he can cast. He has like
Maybe
Titania.
there are some cards, of course, that reward having cards in hand.
Yeah, for sure. Is a charm and Cap Study and stuff like that. Yeah. But right now he's contemplating if he's attacking or not. I guess.
What does attacking do? It brings back the Woodfall Primus.
Oh, you mean you don't attack and just say go and get an oath trigger? But then...
Yeah, that's the point, isn't it? Like
But
right
then-
now you're giving your opponent the option to set equality.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Right, you just use Jace on one of the creatures and say go, right? Oh, what?
Yeah, of course, this has to happen.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, yeah, you can just double back. Now you destroy your own oath?
I guess. Like this must be the plan then.
I guess too. Then he has 7 cards in graveyard. That's really... Now it gets really...
Oh, what
interesting.
you...
Wait, he destroyed the wasteland.
There was...
He knows there's the Titania coming.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Like, that's why he wants to keep Oath around, definitely.
Yeah, I guess.
Because once you lose Oath, Titania is just too powerful.
Yeah, true. Though you always have... No, wait. No. You want to destroy the oath. Because... No, wait, you don't want to. No, if Hendrik plays the Titania, then you get the oath trigger, and then you have to stitch together anyway, and you can play the Trench Gorger, because he has the Scrubland in hand. So, either you destroy your own oath and get your 8 card. No, you don't. You don't get the 8 card. You only have 7 then. Never mind.
You could start using the Gemstone Mine.
Yeah. But then he doesn't have the second. Oh, he has the second black. Yeah, that's right. But if Hendrik plays here the Titania, he's just dead because of the Trench Gorger, right?
If Oath doesn't hit a creature right away.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
at least 1 card, right? No, 2 cards. No, 2 cards have to. Yeah, 2 cards have to go in the graveyard for that.
So Titania, it is.
He can get 2 creatures.
Also, the Wasteland looks like it can take away the Black Source.
Oh no, he can get 3 creatures, right? If he has a Bayou or a Dwight Arbor, he can fetch a Dwight Arbor, destroy it. No, the Dwight Arbor is another thingy.
No, but when you do this, you have to get rid of the Black Source.
Oh, right.
Because now it's imminent that.
Yeah, true.
That the Stitch Together is coming.
Or you can just get rid of the Volcanic, I guess, and then see what happens from there.
What would you have? Because it doesn't have haste. Oh, yeah. You can still make your opponent do all of this, and then before attackers steal the Volcanic.
Yeah, but Carfloran is good enough as a player to see that, I guess.
It's complicated.
It's complicated, yeah. And then you go for, then you go for the backswing, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Then you have so many creatures. Right now you have a 5/3 token from the fetch land. You will get another one from the wasteland. And
okay. Yeah. It's tough. So what did he do? He just fetched. So he should have get no life, but 1 life for the wasteland, so you should get 2, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so what now? Now he's using...
It's the I don't know what I'm doing, that's why I use...
I'm doing it. Okay. What is that?
So this is... How many different mana costs are in there?
Actually...
Wait, 1,
3,
2...
3.
No. There's 1, 3, 4, and 0.
No, wait. Is there a cultivate?
No,
Still the full day?
this is the search for tomorrow, I think.
Oh, 3? Yeah, then we have 4.
So if there's another spell
it's
exiled,
3. No, it's
that
1.
damn it. What is the
So you
other
would-
card? A tracker, yeah, that wouldn't have helped.
Yeah, so you would have go to 7 and gets a land which produces 7 mana. But that doesn't help.
Well, it helps a little, I guess.
No, actually it doesn't. You want to loot. Continue to loot, I think.
Well, if you
But-
can play like tracker, that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. But that should have happened before then.
This is complicated.
Yeah, and you don't see the token. That's also confusing. Or can he forget the token?
Sure. So that's
So-
1, that's 2. So that guarantees.
What is happening? Oh, the oath is just happening. So, okay.
What's happened?
Okay, so we for sure have the Stitch together now.
And the reanimate. Oh, Leviathan.
Definitely.
All right.
That's a huge blocker.
Can he somehow guarantee a second red source?
Not now. Not now. He has a Scrubland in hand, we know that.
Yeah, there's also not a possibility to flashback something. Okay. So drawing a card, which is
And no, an
Inferno
Inferno
type.
type.
which can be
Oh.
cast.
And has haste, by the way.
Well, it won't
Technically.
have haste. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
technically.
if things happen like we expected, then
The thing is that the Inkwell Leviathan already has haste, so
there's the Titan
okay.
comes into play, and there's
Wait,
the GG.
okay.
All right. So Karl Florian wins.
But can we? I mean, if the volcanic get destroyed, oh, he's at 2. Never mind. Okay, he
Yeah, he
wins.
just shoots the face.
Never mind. He just
There was so much going on, like
Yeah,
all
there
the
was-
permanents and all the graveyard implications, and wow,
Yeah.
that was
was a lot
such-
to keep track of. So yeah, overall exciting games, I guess. A lot of action, a lot of interaction, and yeah.
Well, thank you for watching, and there will be the next MGM 12 in
Yeah,
3 months.
I think in 3 months.
So you can, if people want to play the format or inform about rules and decks, where can they find any information?
Yeah, one side would be the Magic Player org. That's like magicplayer.org. Or we have a Facebook group called Metagame Masters. So just look for that on Facebook, I guess. And then you can join this wonderful community.
Yeah, and just to realize what happened, Karl Florian won a nice tropical island for this beautifully run tournament, and I think the second place was also very decent, right?
I think it was a Jace, yeah. A Jace
Yeah, it's very, very handy if you want to start Modern again. And yes, that's it. We had a great top 8. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and we see you next time.
See ya.